So hey guys, welcome back to another video. Noel here. So tell me, how many of you guys are actually interested in Blackberry phones? How many of you were and are a fan of Blackberry phones? Do let me know in the comment below. To be honest, I was a fan of Blackberry phones. The phones itself were quite fascinating at that time. Back when I was a kid, my uncle had a Blackberry Gemini, and in that phone you didn't have an actual press type button in that phone, that middle or menu button, whatever you call it. It was not actually a press type button. Actually, it was a touch panel. To surf through the menu, you just had to swipe on it, and that's how it worked in that phone. And I used to play a game, I don't remember its name, but it was a word game. I still remember I used to play it a lot on that phone, and the phone itself was a very good phone. And Blackberry is known to produce the most secure smartphones, even when electronic payment methods were not that popular among people. But still, Blackberry manufactured the most secure mobile phones apart from the Apple. But later Blackberry started to lose its fame because other emerging mobile companies were throwing in better features and better capabilities, and Blackberry didn't have them all. Blackberry's most sold device was the Blackberry Torch 9800. People were going nuts over this phone in 2010. But later, Blackberry phones didn't gain much popularity because all those other companies, Samsung, Nokia, HTC, Apple, were on the rise, and they became the leading companies now. Most of you guys know that Blackberry had stuck to its keypad feature for a long time, and its most recent phone, the Blackberry Evolve, didn't have that keypad, which was a good thing. I mean, who uses keypad in these days? It's just so old-fashioned and boring. And being habituated to a digital keyboard for a long time and using an analog keypad is just a ridiculous idea. It becomes so hard to type on it or text someone or just make simple text messages. And in the same year, 2018, the Blackberry Key 2 was launched around in June. That phone had keypad, which I think is a backlog. It didn't have much good processor, and these two phones, the Key 2 and the Evolve, were the most secure phones in 2018 in Android. But this record of most secure smartphone was broken by a company called BTM in 2019, and in 2020 the Google Pixel 4 and 4 XL is the most secure smartphone, most secure phone in Android. All these years, Blackberry has been manufacturing 2G, 3G and 4G phones till now. It hasn't entered that 5G world till now. Recently Blackberry announced that they'll be manufacturing 5G phones from now on, from this year or maybe in 2021. And the first 5G enabled smartphone from Blackberry is gonna be the successor of Key 2, the Blackberry Key 3. Actually, the Key series were all great smartphones, but they lacked that screen ratio and small bezel experience. But rumor has it that Key 3 is not gonna have that keypad and is gonna have small bezels. So my expectations on Key 3. I'm not gonna talk about the usual features it has, which are already good, but the other things that has to be on this phone. So the first thing is no keypad. Who needs a keypad? Who needs an actual physical keypad on a smartphone? Why do you have to pay so much for just a physical keypad? A physical keypad actually uses up the screen space, and it looks ridiculous in this time. In this era of tech, it just sounds ridiculous. Second thing, no huge bezels. They have to push that borders to its max, at least for this time, because the Evolve had a big bezel on its top and its bottom, so it's better to extend that screen to have that nice big screen with good resolution. And the third one is better features. So by better features, I mean that this phone shouldn't have that old Blackberry theme. It should be more eye-catchy and bold, and many other features. So the fourth one is a better screen in terms of size and resolution. So I'm expecting a bigger and better resolution screen this time. So the fifth one is a better performance. Even when compared to the processors in 2018, the Key 2 and the Evolve were pretty slow. In 2018, the Snapdragon 805 was the fastest processor, but these phones had Snapdragon 440 and Snapdragon 415 each. Snapdragon 440 in Key 2 and Snapdragon 450 in the Evolve. So the Snapdragon 440 and the Snapdragon 450 are less efficient when compared to Snapdragon 805. The phones at the time was slow, but hoping a better performance this time. The sixth one, a better camera. The seventh one, a better build quality. Most of you guys might know that Blackberry phones are known for their squishy plastic bags, which aren't hard enough. So if you apply pressure on them, eventually it's gonna bend and like this thing. It's a soft case, so it's gonna bend like that, which isn't a good sign. So instead of a squishy plastic bag, it can be better. Something, a hard plastic or a glass one, anything would be fine. It just has to be hard. Overall, I wish for a great smartphone and a competitor for the smartphones out there in the market, because come on guys, it's Blackberry and it's not a company that messes around. It has to produce a great phone this time. So with 5G and the security that Blackberry usually provides, I hope it adds in more features and hopefully makes a great comeback. So that's it for the video guys. I'm wrapping up it here. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and do subscribe, and stay tuned for more tech content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.